Hi, you guys. So I'm gonna be holding my phone because I'm having trouble with the live on today. I'm actually having lots of trouble with everything on today. My tripod that I have, my ring light, is converted the other way, and I can't convert it to hold my for it to hold my phone up this way. Sorry, you guys. There's just so much background noise, so much distractions. My ring light fell and broke. I had to try to put it back together. You guys know it's always something almost every single live that I do. I don't know. But and then so after that, I just said I was just gonna. Once I saw that live wasn't working for me here on YouTube, I was just going to. Got a notification. I was just going to pre-record the video, but then I ran out of room on my phone, so it's just like the odds are against me. I'm like, should I do this video? Should I not do this video? But I'm just gonna try to press up and do it. But yeah, so I'm just gonna be in this live, just telling you guys. I guess it's just gonna be a down to earth video. It's not gonna be fancy or anything, but just giving you guys a background story on how I learned to interpret dreams. So I did mention this topic in a few. I don't know if you guys can hear the ambulance, but I did mention this topic in a few of my other videos, but I never did a dedicated video for this topic. And I'm not sure, uh, and I'm not sure what videos I mentioned that, but basically, I learned dream interpretation in 2016. That's when I was interested in learning dream interpretation, and I actually saw it available from someone before then. Before I ever saw it available from someone, I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know that God was still giving this gift to people in modern day. So background story, I would always have dreams. So I started paying attention to my dreams when I was about 13 years old in the ninth grade. So I went to high school, ninth grade, at age 13. Okay. So I started to pay attention to my dreams from then on more because I noticed that a lot of the dreams that I were having were coming. It was starting to I don't want to say come alive, but like it was starting to come. I was starting to see certain things take place that would happen in my dreams. Like I would have a dream, and then certain things would happen, and I would say that, hey, I just had deja vu. It felt like I was having what people would call deja vu all the time. And then fast forward, before I really start to pay attention to my dreams, I do remember one dream. I remember a few other dreams that I had when I was a kid, but one dream had really stuck out to me when I was a kid. And I remember I was no more than 10 years old. I may have been younger than that, but I just remember that I saw it was actually like a vision. Now that I think about it, when I remember how it played out, it was just this highway and there were animals crossing the highway. They weren't like crossing from the highway to like the woods. They were like just walking on the highway. So it was just like cars on the highway as normal, and there were also animals on the highway too walking, and it was like real, it was like great animals. So when I say great, I mean big animals like elephants. Elephants really stood out to me, and yeah, they were going through the highway just like if you were going through a state parkway, like where you were about to pay your tolls. That's why I saw the animals going, walking from on the highway, you know, in that type of area. So that was one dream that really stood out to me, and once I got to high school, 13 years old, a lot of dreams just start to stand out to me. that I would have. A lot of them would come to pass. And yeah, it was just, yeah, it really stuck out to me. So would have lots of dreams from then on. From 13, from 13 years old on out, I just would have lots of dreams. I already had dreams before then, but I started to notice that I would have lots of dreams after that. So 2016 came, and of course, I was still a dreamer. And, I did always wonder, what dreams meant. Because me and my family, we would have dreams and wonder what they would mean. And I was like a really big dreamer. All of us, we have dreams, but, I was one of the big dreamers. And even my family, they would come to me and ask me, like, hey, Davina, what does this dream mean? And I would just try to guess. So I had no idea what dreams would mean back then, but I would just try to offer my advice. So I guess it was just meant to be because everybody would ask me questions on dreams anyway. Um, so yeah, that transpired. But when 2016 came, actually, I met the first person that I encountered around 2015. So I had no idea that she did this or anything. I do think that she had mentioned that she was in ministry, but she had got her hair done by me. So I met her from my aunt. My aunt was working in a specific area, and then I don't know how she introduced me. I guess she said somebody that works in the building that she works in was interested in braids, and you know braids was my thing. It's still kind of my thing. And yeah, so somehow I was introduced to her. She booked an appointment with me, and she got her braids done. Okay, and I had her on Facebook. So a little while after I had did her braids, and she had actually did a service for me as well, some flyers too. She had posted something on Facebook saying that she was doing dream interpretation, and she put the price up there and everything. And I was like, oh, that's very interesting. I should sign up for it because I'm always having dreams. So and I didn't sign up for this so I could help other people interpret dreams. Really, I just wanted to know what my dreams were meaning. So boom, I eventually signed up for her course and I took it. Okay, so that's the first, and that was around 2016. I met her in 2015, and I believe it was 2016 where I had did the dream interpretation course. And I believe this was after my brother had passed away. My older brother, he passed away in 2016, and I believe that this course was offered after he passed away. So I took the course in 2016, and then yeah, I followed through with it. Everything was going pretty okay. Um, and if I had any questions, I asked her, like, I emailed her like maybe 2 times out of that. And then what happened next? And then I found books. So I didn't go looking for these books. So I had found books at the library. So I'm trying to see, did I really find the one book that I'm going to talk about before I went to Ohio or not? But yeah, I had that information, and I eventually moved to Pennsylvania with my family, and I carried that information with me, and I had my relationship with God. So it's not like I just took courses and books and just had it, and I was ended up getting the gift. I had my relationship with God. So 2016 was when my relationship with God had strengthened, and I was more serious about my relationship with God. So, yeah, I was communicating more with God, being, I always pray, but I would pray more, all that. So I eventually started to hear more from God too. And I did the course, and then from the course, I started to hear more from God as I transitioned to move to Pennsylvania with my family. And then I don't think I took any other, no, I only took one course, and I don't think I encountered anybody else. I know that eventually I did encounter a few other people that did dream interpretation, but to be honest, I can't recall if that was in Pennsylvania or when I went to Ohio, but I did encounter other people. Like, I somehow found John Paul Jackson online, but he was already deceased, but I found some of his old videos online, and that had really helped me. And I found a few other people online too. And then I eventually found Tamara McNair Hicks. I found some videos of her on YouTube. I'm not sure if she has a YouTube channel, but I found some of her videos. Somebody else was posting her videos on YouTube, and then I found out that she was doing something called Periscope. So once I found out that she had Periscope, I would go log in. I made me a Periscope account, went to watch her videos, and noticed that she was going live certain times a week, and I would watch her, and I wasn't watching her so I could copy her. I was just trying to understand, because once I did the first dream interpretation course, it was good and fine, but I still had more questions. I still was a little puzzled about the dreams I was having. So I would tune into her what she calls scope, and it would really help me. So I was starting to understand my dreams more and more, and then I eventually sent in a dream or two to her, and she interpreted one of my dreams. So I watched her for about 2 years, and she interpreted one of my dreams. Um, so, and that's when I moved to Ohio, when she interpreted my dreams. So when I moved to Ohio, I went to the library. Like, I was living with my family in Ohio. I wasn't living on my own. So we were getting cable installed, and we had a library not too far from the house that we were living in. Um, so I had decided to go to the library. I'm like, ooh, let me just go to the library. I could chill there, and then I could, maybe I'll find some books. So when I went to the library, I found a few books on dream interpretation. Crazy enough, um, I found a book by Perry Stone about dream interpretation. I believe I found that book there, but I know for certain that I found the other dream book that was very beneficial to me. Um, and then Understanding Your Dreams by R.L. Lauren, I believe is the author's name. I talked about it in one of my videos. Sorry if it's shaky. The video is shaky. The live is shaky. I'm sorry, you guys. Um, I have a video about books that helped me, I believe, and it's in the Dreams playlist, and you guys can look for it. It's one of my older videos, and I talked about it there. But that that book ended up being in the library, so I took it out. What's the word? Basically, they let me use the book, and I took it home with me and read it, studied it, and it did really help me a lot. So that's one of my favorite books that I read concerning spirituality and dream interpretation, and it did really help me to understand dreams. So yeah, I read that book, and it really helped me. And of course, I was just growing in my relationship with God, and God would speak to me. I would have more and more dreams during that time, and then I would encounter other people online on YouTube, asking about dreams. They may have made a video talking about they had a specific type of dream, and I encountered it, or in comments, people would say they had a certain dream, and then I would interpret it for them. And this was before I did any dream interpretation videos on my channel. It was just like, I always was a YouTube watcher. I loved to watch random YouTube videos. I guess it all started once I went natural and I needed help to figure out. This was before I went to hair school. I needed help to figure out what to do with it. And I found forums online, and then that led me to YouTube. And then from YouTube, when I found YouTube, I found so many people. I'm like, oh my God, this is a thing. So many beautiful women with beautiful hair. And then I found different other things that I liked on YouTube. So I was just a watch. I loved YouTube. I still love YouTube. Okay. So yeah. So I was just be watching random YouTube videos from the people that I like, and would notice that people were commenting on the videos talking about the dreams that they had, and it was weird. And then I would help them understand their dreams. Not it was like tons and tons of comments like that, but a few. And then I remember this one YouTuber. She had a dream that basically she had a dream that symbolized death. Oh, well, not symbolized. Yeah, hold on. Let me think about this. I remember she had a specific dream. I knew she was gonna during this time she was gonna get surgery to alter something on of herself that she didn't like. But she had three dreams in a row that something bad happened. Oh, that her tooth had came out. Not that she had died, but her tooth had came out, and basically that had represented that she was going to be making a really bad decision. I know in some cultures that means they would say that that would mean death, but it symbolized in making a bad decision. So she could have died if she would have got that type of surgery that she was going to get done, but ultimately it was just a bad decision for her. It was just going to be a bad decision. So she could have been something really bad could have happened to her, including death. So with her teeth coming out three times in a row, it really symbolized that something it just wasn't meant for her to get this done. It was just not wise for her to get it done, and something bad was going to happen to her. And during that time, when I saw her post the video, I had wrote an interpretation for her, and this was before. I don't know. Maybe I did do one or two dream interpretation videos, but I wasn't doing dream interpretation like I am doing now, and I interpreted the dream for her. And then eventually, I grew, and I started doing videos here on YouTube. Just videos with dream interpretation from the topics that I thought were like interesting and that were like common amongst people and that would help people. And it eventually did help people. So that's how I learned a dream interpretation. Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed whoever is on. I see one person. If you watch the replay, and I'll see two people. If you watch the replay, hopefully that helped you guys out a little bit. If you guys have any questions, you could leave them in the comments. I did mention that I have a dream journal available, so if you guys are interested in purchasing that, let me know. I am trying to create a website for that because I don't have a website for it at the moment. But if you may be interested in that, let me know. Eventually, I do want to have a dream course as well. I did offer one, but I decided to just wait a little bit. And when will have it available, when I feel like the time is right, I will let you guys know. Okay, because I know how it is to be trying to understand, like not just understand your dreams, but you want to understand your gift and all of that. So I do want to offer that to you guys soon. But right now I'm just gonna wait. But I do have the dream journals available right now. So if any of you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments. Or yeah, let me know in the comments. I can see your comments right now. I am going to have a sale for it. It is originally $20, but I'm deciding to do a 50% off sale for $10. I still have to create the website. but I can still get the journals out to you guys if you leave a comment. And if you guys have any questions about what I just talked about, then you can leave a comment down below in the comments. Does anybody have any questions or comments? I've been having third-party dreams of perverts twice this week already. I've stepped in after watching from a third-party perspective to save a toddler once and a baby last night. They are annoying and I don't know what the Lord is telling me. So you're having dreams from the third party. So basically, it's like you're not actually involved in the dream, but you get to see what's going on in the dream. I believe that's what you mean. That's what the third party is. I've had a few dreams like that in my, you know, in the with the dreams I've had so far. Um, so I would definitely pray. Like if I were you, I would definitely pray about that. Like pray as to like a prayer against perverse things, perverts, things that's not of God, and pray for coverance, or covering children, minors, babies. Pray for their protection, that no harm or danger will come to them, and that they'll be in the right environments. Pray for daycare centers, pray for schools, pray for homes. You stepped in to save these babies, yes. Yes, so definitely uh, keep praying about it. Does anybody else have, I'm trying to see where the lighting is better. Okay, I haven't prayed that much on those. I will, thank you. Yes, you definitely should. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay, I guess I'll be leaving soon then. I just wanted to talk about that. I decided just to make a video on it, so if anybody else would have a question concerning that, how I learned dream interpretation, I could just, oh, excuse me, I could just refer to this video. Is there any other video requests that you guys have? Because I am trying to figure out what videos, of course, being led by God, because you might feel like something is a good idea and might not be time to do what you might feel to do. But do you guys have any video ideas that you guys would want to hear about or want me to talk about? Okay, nobody else is commenting or anything like that. So I'm just gonna end it here, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Okay, stay blessed, stay led by God, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.